Let me just go ahead and make an announcement. Thanks for the patience. And twitch.tv/. And boom. Okay, now let me pull up my chat because I only have one monitor here. So let's go here and load up my chat. Stream manager. Okay. Yeah, that's cool. I think everything is okay. Does it sound okay? Am I distorted in any sort of kind of way or not? The benefit of this setup is that because I don't have to drive home, I can enjoy my favorite beer while we listen to some music. It's Huge on Hops by Trailway. Not sponsored, but would take a sponsorship. Currently not sponsored. Maybe that'll change in the future. I'm not quite sure. Welcome to our bedroom. I have a computer in it, and there's FL Studio, and I have all of your songs. So I'm going to wait about 30 more seconds, and then we're going to hop right into it. Also, if you're watching on YouTube, I'm not going to be able to see your chat because I just have my Twitch chat open on my phone. So sorry about that, but I think most of the people are on Twitch anyway, so... Okay. Is the plant on the shelf real or fake? Those are fake, I think. I don't know. That's a question for Morgan. I don't water any plants, so they might as well be fake. Okay. Let's actually listen to some music. Thank you again for your patience. Sorry about my shitty internet. I wish that I could do something about it, but I can't because I am not God. Let's have a listen to Bandwave Seculus Orchid Remix. All right. Fake like his breasts. How do you know about those? All right, here we go. Also, let me know if like the balance between the music and the vocals are way off. Like the music and my vocals, my dialogue, because I'm not quite sure what the setup's like. Here we go. The sound of being eaten by sandworms. Okay, that's oddly accurate. So this is really cool and unique sounding. Sound design, super dope. Definitely, in my opinion, needs vocals, like an airy kind of a little bit weird female vocal, all fucking reverbed out and shit. That would be amazing on, especially in these parts. Whatever, you know, fucking, oh, it would be so good. So my suggestion is basically to find a vocalist and start writing these breakdown sections with him or her. The piano felt a little bit rigid to me, you know. Also, there's clicking. I wasn't sure if it was my my sound card like dropping out or something, but when I go back to that same section, I still hear it. Yeah, so whatever that is. Yeah, I think my only real comments on this track are find a vocalist. I know I say that a lot. I don't know. I don't mind what the piano is doing, but it feels very MIDI. Like it feels very rigid in its timing and velocity and everything. Like it just, I don't know. It's the things that it is doing. The things that it is doing are cool. Grammar is hard sometimes. But just the sound of it's just a little too MIDI piano. And then this back section, I appreciate like the fact that it gets kind of a little bit almost confusing. It's kind of like a mind fuck, but it's cool. But I think you need to go, I think this much mind fuck might be too much mind fuck. Like maybe, you know, like this much mind fuck and then go back into either like a nice steady halftime or like a full-time drum and bass drop or something like that. But yeah, I those are my thoughts. I think it's sick and I'm excited to hear where you take it. Really cool sound design. That's the biggest thing, and it's very melodic. It's melodic and weird at the same time, which is kind of a hard balance to strike. Pikachu Minor 32. Rank every song you hear is gonna be fun and put them in different places. I don't think I could do that. All these songs are so different. I don't think I could compare them against each other. Okay, next up we got Cat Attack. See Me Bleed. Are you talking to Bleed? Like, do you want Bleed to see you? Or do you want everyone to see you bleed? Okay, let's listen. All right, Raham, go ahead. You rank them. Witness me, Becky. Happy to hear that, Nitro. That's dope. This is really cool. Okay, let's hear this.
Facts. Facts.
All right, this is super good, man. It's kind of cool that we've been doing this for a year because it makes me feel proud of people like Cat Attack, because the stuff that Cat was sending in at this like a year ago was really good, but it was all super ambient, and I love that I can see like the arc, like the hero's arc happening, where okay, the ambient stuff is there, but now there's like cool sound design and beats and chops, and there's like more of a structure to it and less kind of movie score sounding. It's more like a track. Like it feels more like tracks. So good job, Kat. I really enjoy seeing your progress. It's pretty exponential. The only thing I would say about this is like, I don't know, it just kind of ends a little weird. It's super cool. I almost thought I heard like a slap bass sound. Hold on. But I think it's just a ding. Yeah, for some reason that registered in my brain as a slap bass. But anyway, the track is really, really good. It just kind of ends a bit strange. Like once it got to this part, I felt done, you know? Like I was done listening to it. So the next evolution, I think the next evolution of Cat Attack's tracks, whoa, is to start working with some vocalists. Because, like, imagine that with, like, a sick vocal on it. That would be amazing. So maybe try to get a vocalist on this and then shop it around, or even just put it out yourself. I think like it would be super dope if it had a vocalist on it. I also really like
Facts.
I feel like this could be your like producer tag, Cat Attack Facts.
Facts.
Anyway, I don't have anything negative to say about it besides I think it could use vocals because it's dope. Great job. As always, every track you send in is just like better and better. And I have worked on our collab, by the way. It is in the hopper. So I don't know why I just like, oops. I just kind of, I don't have my, I'm so out of my element because I usually play Tarkov here. I don't do studio stuff and my mouse doesn't have any like shortcut buttons on it that I use. Anyway, very cool. Thank you for sending. Find a vocalist. Do whatever you have to. Sell a kidney. I don't care. All right, we got Vamori, Remark, Overdrive. Okay, first of all, this is sick and should go back here. Like, you need, like, this. Why is this almost 2 minutes into the song? Put that shit right up top. Yeah, that's sick, man. I think, honestly, getting these normal, because I feel like this section here might have this rap, but like tuned down an octave. I really think that you should lean into this rap, like give it to us right off the top. Printed all with painless, no streaks of stainless. Printed all my life, sit up all my nights, that I'm gonna be famous. That the snare is hitting me in a weird way. I don't really know. Like, it's kind of hard for me to give technical kind of mix and master feedback because I'm out of my element. Like, you know, I'm listening on headphones. I don't really usually mix or master on headphones. It sounds great to me. That the snare is kind of confusing me, but not in a bad way. It's an interesting snare, I guess. I do like it though. I'm not suggesting changing it. I really just think this could. All this needs to be done is like a bit of an arrangement tweak because this rap is dope, but it should come here. And that's it. Everything else is dope. Makes me want to headbang and like throw shit. So that's good, right? I'm not going to throw my chair, though. There's too many things to hit. Okay, yes, bedroom flower, because the internet at the studio was garbage. Thank you, Vamori and Remark, for sending that. Was fucking dope. I enjoyed it thoroughly. Move the rap and treat it like it's more important. All right, we got AMGB Multi-Fox Remix. Oh, was this the one we were... No, this isn't the one we started. Let's do. Let's have a listen. Okay. Yes, I remember last week I told you to take the reverb off, and it is way better. Oh, and you also tuned things properly. That was I think that was another one of my comments, wasn't it? That that the stabs or something were out. Now they're in tune. This is good. You did good. Okay, so now, and I'm pretty sure that, oh, okay, I was just about to say Multifox. I'm pretty sure that you watch on YouTube, so you might be chatting and I might not be seeing it, but I see you in the Twitch chat, so that's cool. My thought, now that you've solved the issues from before, I feel like the bass is just playing that one note the entire time, right? Like, like it just, to me, it probably sticks at that note a little too long. So maybe try to come up with like a cool riff, you know, or something, you know, just to get us away from that one note. Okay, so from the the stems where it goes da da, you're still playing da 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 da, and it's going da da. So that doesn't really work. Just little bits and pieces there. I don't remember what key the song was in, honestly. Thank you. What would this be like if it didn't have this pause? If it was just like this. Shrek 1. I like how you clarified which Shrek it would be in. I don't like this snare. This is like a fun, cheesy track, like a self-aware, cheesy track. You know what I mean? I don't really like that snare. I feel like that snare was great. Why did you change the snare all of a sudden? Yeah, I agree with Raham. It's like it doesn't take itself too seriously, and that's great. I think if there was a bit of variation on the bass so that we didn't just keep getting the same note every time, and I wouldn't change the snare sound. In fact, it could be fucking really cool how this is really dialed down and like stripped back, and you still have that snare. This snare just sounds like a weak turkey. Nobody likes a weak turkey. All right, those are my thoughts. I think you did a great job improving on the notes that I gave you last week. I think trying to add some, like I said, add some variation. Don't switch up the snare. Get rid of this little pause. I don't think it does anything. I think that's way better. And that's it. Cool. Thanks for setting. That was fun and wacky and fun. And also wacky. Unnamed amps dog shit. Okay, well, let's just give it the old normalized master here. Okay, here we go. Oh, wait. So, quick question. Once I finish the remix, would I be able to release it on Spotify? We can discuss the details like... Yeah, for sure. Just message me. I honestly don't... I don't mind. I'm not... I don't have anything against that, but just message me and we'll figure it out. Okay, well, let's check this out. So this is sick. This is sick. The the snare is not good. I will agree. It's not terrible, but it's also not good. And I think that you should at least aim for good at a bare minimum. The jazziness, it's so weird. There's certain chords here. Like that one, that last chord. I'm like, too jazzy. But then it somehow... like it kind of works. I don't know. I'm torn on it every time. So I think you went through those chords like 3 times by the time it got to like this section here. And every time it went through the chords, it would get to that last chord and I'm like, I don't know about this. And then it would resolve into the first chord again. I'd be like, oh, that kind of works. So maybe there's like one note in the chord or something and the delay that's overlapping and stuff. There's just something that's a little too dissonant for my taste. And then the snare is just too... boo! It's too boo! Yeah, I agree with Kayab. Like, yeah, there might be like one note. There's just something. There's something that just is a little too spicy. It's like you're eating, you know how sometimes you eat like those fancy sausages that have all the little spices and herbs and shit, and then all of a sudden you like bite into one of them and you're like, whoa, you know? That's how I feel about that one note. Overall, the sausage is a tasty sausage with interesting spices for sure. However, one of the spices you used, and you used it sparingly, but it's still in there, and every once in a while, I bite into that sausage, and that spice presents itself to my tongue and to my palate, and my palate says, no, 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 too spicy, spit it out. Anyway, that's how I feel about that. This drop section is fucking sick. I really like this. I kind of don't even mind the snare in this context. I don't know, I'm kind of torn. Like, if I just heard this, I wouldn't immediately think, ooh, that's a bad snare. But back here... Maybe it's the context. Like over here, it kind of makes sense to have that quick, punchy, almost synthesized snare drum. But over here, it doesn't necessarily make sense. We'll get another snare for the melodic sense. Yeah, maybe that's what it is. I don't know. Ask Rayhem. He's in the UK, so he should know. He should know things about snare drums in this sort of music. But I would say, yeah, I think over here where it's like kind of choppy and a bit more synthetic sounding, that snare makes sense in that context. But over here where it's a bit more melodic and flowing and stuff like that, that snare just sticks out like a sore thumb. But yeah, it's super cool. Maybe dial down like the spiciness, whatever that one note is. I don't know. I can't quite put my finger on it. There's something that's just a bit too spicy for me. Those are my thoughts. Thank you for sending. Okay, let's move on. We got Viva Eva, melodic drum and bass concept, drop concept. I will say that my favorite part is the drop. I don't know why that's hitting me so hard. Okay, this is super cool. It's very melodic. This melodian kind of sound. It's like super mono, and maybe that's the maybe that's the only real problem I'm having with this right now. I like that it's focused in the center, but maybe if there was just like a bit of reverb or stereo delay or something in the background to make it not just feel like, whoa, that is, you know, 1 pixel wide. That's really my only thoughts on this so far. I really like the melodicness of it in the drop. I dig that melodic drum, and that's, I didn't even realize it was called melodic drum and bass. I know I said it. Anyway, blah, 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 blah. 1D audio, yeah. My thoughts are like, maybe try to emphasize that lead sound that comes out. Maybe bring it out in the mix a little bit. Add some stereo-ness to it. I don't make it super wide because you already have lots of width and like the Reese and stuff like that. But add a bit of width to it. Have it anchored in the center and have it kind of spread out to the side channels a little bit more. And then keep going. I mean, this is super dope. It's just a drop, and it's a cool drop. And those are my thoughts. And I really like the water drop. Although it makes me laugh. I don't know if that's the goal. If it's the goal, then congratulations. If not, then probably don't put a water drop. All right, moving on. Oops, we skipped Swiss cheese. Swiss cheese and X-Falcon. Laying Low, mixed by Needle. Holy shit, how many people are involved with this? Let's have a listen. Whoa, I thought my audio dropped out.
What you say? In way,
Okay, so there were lyrics, but I can't really understand them because they're kind of in the mix with a bunch of delay and stuff. I would make the vocals a little bit more clear in the mix. Also, that square wave solo, at the very least, maybe use a sawtooth instead of the square wave. The square wave is kind of very chiptune-y always, and that has a certain aesthetic to it, right? But if you're kind of making like a darker kind of trappy style thing, I'm not sure that the square wave fits, because the square wave kind of has like this intrinsic innocence to it. I don't know, maybe that's just me, but when I hear a square wave, I just think of like, oh, fun lead, fun Nintendo game, you know? And then, yeah, this section, I do appreciate the what's it called? The DX7 style FM synthesis. But things are feeling a bit compressed or something. I don't know, the snare feels like it's hitting me from a fourth dimension that I didn't know existed. it almost feels like the snare drum is sidechained to itself. Like I feel like it's like the transient gets me, or the transient kind of sucks the snare out. I don't know. There's something weird going on that feels compression related. You know what? I feel like it's in the mastering, because when it gets to this section and more elements come in, I can feel them kind of fighting for any little spot of dynamics that they can get. Like you can hear like the doo 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 doo, the lead thing, and it's like going up and down trying to fight something. You can really hear the pumping happening. So whatever is going on in the master bus, I think is doing you fairly dirty.
Bitch in the truck, fuck on his back. I don't give a fuck, I'm gonna rock. She in the rock, she break my heart. No, she broke and search for love. Where is it now? Where is it now? Where is it now? Falling on top, falling back again. Try to stop me, you sound of the sun. Break the steps, breaks my heart. I for breakfast, you're love for lunch. Where is it now? Where is it now? Where is it now?
So I would say he should record with a mic. It sounds like it's being recorded on a cell phone, maybe, to me. Like it's got that like low bit rate sound to it. So trying to figure out how to get him to record a little bit higher quality would probably be a move. Oh, that was cool. Titty. Okay, so overall, I would say the mastering is doing you dirty in the drops. There's something, it's just fighting. It's really fighting itself in the compression. The vocals should be recorded on an actual mic. And you know, I like the DX7 main bass, but I think that's just because I'm old as fuck and it's nostalgic to me. I don't know. Isn't that a Jellyman song? Anyway, another old reference. Aisha, my. Here we go again. Anyway, moving on. Those are my thoughts. I think it's a cool direction, and figure out what's going on in the master bus. Cool. Thank you, Swiss Cheese, for sending. We're gonna move on. I also really do appreciate that you had original vocals. That's fucking cool. And I would much rather hear a poor quality original vocal than a pristine splice vocal. So I hope that I'm not offending anybody by saying that. Let's check out Tesseract's Get It Back whip.
What the fuck you even know? Get it back. fuck you even know? Get it back. What the fuck?
I just want to listen to this again real quick.
Get it back. What the fuck you even know? Get it back.
Okay, change nothing. It's fucking sick. I'm gonna have to straight up ban you from submitting next week. Yous are making us look shit. Yeah, I listen to this and I'm just like, fuck, it's a good thing I'm good at designing electronics, because apparently I'm not good at making music. I have literally nothing to say about this. It's fucking sick, and I would play this if I wanted to look cool in front of my girlfriend. So I hope that helps. I'm gonna have to move on, otherwise I'm just gonna have to I'm gonna keep playing it, and I'm gonna feel really cool, and then I'm gonna get cocky, and I'm gonna turn into an asshole. I don't want to do that because I'm Canadian. So thank you for sending. It's fucking sick. Zero negative feelings. Positive vibes only. Wow, that was dope. Sorry, I know you're probably looking for like useful feedback, but I don't have any, because it sounds amazing and I don't have any negative feedback or any constructive criticism. Release. That is my thoughts. Okay, moving on. Overdose and Overthinker. That's a cool name. Getting rid of the vowels. Who does that? And of course, Cast a Stand featuring Singer. Singer. Okay, so this is dope. I really like the melodic parts of it. There was one moment that I had. No, it was before that. There was one thing where I heard like some clashing in the bass. I don't know. It wasn't obvious. It was just like a slight. It might have actually been that. I don't know. Maybe I was just imagining things. Okay, so far, I am not angry at all. Let's keep going. What a nice ending. Yeah, this was also awesome. I think it just needs singer. I think it needs singer. That's really... Yeah, that's it. That's all I got for you. It sounds dope. I love it. Like I said, melodically, it's sick. I have a soft spot for that, you know, that major third resolve sort of thing that's happening. The last drop is definitely very epic. Kind of reminds me of the Wales remix of Anyway that I released on Monster Cat. It's super sick. I think it's really great. I think the next thing is to find a singer. So do that, please. Please find a singer. Cool. All right, we got Raptures. Save Me Monster Cat demo. All right, let's see what you set them.
'Cause even though it feels so wrong, I know we were right all along. And even when I sing this song, I know we were right all along. Save me from myself. I really need your help. I'm going under. Save me from myself.
really like that sound. That's a really cool sound. I feel like the vocals were recorded. Okay, so imagine this. I'm gonna play it after I say it, and you let me know if you think it's correct. I feel like the vocals were recorded on a microphone that was made out of a single sheet of tinfoil. In a good way. I think they sound great. But just imagine like a big sheet, a sheet of tinfoil, and that. Oh, it's kind of like a kazoo. It's like a kazoo. Anyway, my only thoughts on this is that the vocals, I think, could come up a bit. Like, I found they kind of got lost in the mix. Like, I can understand what she's saying, so they're not totally buried, but I do think that they could still be pushed a little bit forward. They're still, I think they're in the like acceptable loudness range for this type of music, but I would like to see them up like a couple dB, just a little bit more prominent to treat them as if they're a bit more important in the mix. Besides that, this sounds fucking dope. Like, there's lots of amazing sounds that I can just like bite into, like, ugh. The mix and master sound great. It's super loud, but not like an offensive way. Yeah, I think my only real constructive criticism on this one is that the vocals just come up a little bit. Obviously, in this section, they're nice and loud, but that's, you can kind of see how loud the vocals are here, you know? And then you see how loud the drops are. But I think I mostly noticed it in this build-up. And again, they're not like crazy quiet. They're just like a little too quiet. That's it. Other than that, it sounds fucking dope. And I really hope if you are sending it to Monstercat, or you've already sent it to Monstercat, hopefully this is solved when I... Oh, okay, so this is basically like, here are some splice samples to give the idea of what it could be like with vocals. Okay. In terms of the instrumentation, it's dope. I don't have any problems with it at all. I think it's sick, and I guess we just have to wait until you find a vocalist. But anyway, very cool. Thanks for sending. I know last week you sent, I think, for the first time, and it was fucking sick, and this was fucking sick too. So please continue to send fucking sick shit. That would be great. Thank you. All right, moving on. We got Nemkai school collab. I feel like Nemkai is just perpetually writing music for school, which is actually kind of sick. I mean, when I was in school, music class, I think I played ukulele or clarinet. I played ukulele and clarinet, which is kind of a weird combination. Anyway, let's have a listen. Okay, right here, this is sick, by the way, but right here, there's like this pad in the background. I feel like that pad is kind of undermining the like the impact of the drop, because we have this like nice soft pad that's, it doesn't sound like it's side chained, it just kind of sounds like it's like over top of the whole mix, giving it like this nice smooth finish, but the drop is trying to go a bit harder than that is permitting. Wait, was that a what-oh? Yeah. Like right here, we lose the pad for a second. I feel like maybe lose the pad in the drops. Or maybe wait until like the second part of the drop to make it feel like we're like building up to something. It's just, to me, the pad undermines the sharpness of the drop. It just kind of smooths it all out a little too much. Let's keep going. I'd also like to hear a variation, maybe every other measure or every fourth measure. That ba na 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 na. You know, if it didn't go na 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 every time, you know, na 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 or something, it just switched it up. I think that would add a lot. That would go a long ways, because I feel like it gets a little repetitive. All right, let's keep going. I feel like this is like an alarm system going off, but I like it. But I feel like I'm in like an SCP game, and there's an alarm going off. Yeah, this is dope though. It's very high energy. I feel like I'm definitely running away from an angry British man with a knife. But I would definitely try to switch up that melody so it's not the exact same every time. And you don't have to switch it up a lot. Maybe just like I said, every fourth measure or something like that, it does something slightly different. That way it doesn't get on our nerves as much. And that's my main thought for this track. It's fun, and thank you for sending. Cool. All right, let's move on. We got Overdose. Oh, Overdose. Bad boy. He sent in 2 tracks. It's punishable by death. This one is Overdose and Heaven Break Fallen Kingdom featuring Emmy Smith. That's a mouthful. Let's go. Okay, right off the bat, I like these vocals, but the little altar boy tuned down or whatever, like whatever is tuning it down an octave, it's making the S's sound like S's. You know what I mean? Like listen to it, and the reason why the S's sound like S's is because that tuned down octave vocal, the S's get fucked up.
Once there was a place full with power and grace. Oh, there is a night when nothing but regret. Oh, they lost control, their greed so cold, and people quit were changed. People cried, now you're deaf, what am I anymore? Until there was nothing left. Falling
I feel like the kick drum doesn't have a whole lot of low end to it. I'm mostly hearing transient. Like I'm not hearing a whole lot of bottom end to the kick drum. So yeah, in terms of the vocals, you could try really, really aggressively de-essing the lower octave so you still get most of the low octave sound, but then when the S's happen, it pulls those shitty S's down and lets the high-end actual S's cut through. That might be a fix for that, if you want to keep the low octave vocal in there.
All the glory days are no longer on display. I know now silence spreads. The thrones of darkness elected. They lost control, they grew.
Yeah, I'm having a hard time with the lyrics as well. I think that the low octave is not helping that situation, but also maybe just the mix, like the volume of all the other elements versus the vocal, maybe that's also contributing to having a hard time. I think the first step is to get rid of the Mike Tyson lisp that's occurring because of the low octave thing and see where that puts you. Let's keep going.
Until there was nothing falling
So I'm also not really sure about the kind of the ride cymbal thing. I understand what it's there for, but I don't know if it's the best sound or the way it's mixed is the best. Because like the side chaining is pulling everything down, and then we, for that split moment when the side chain is all the way down, we're kind of just hearing like this like tss, sound. What's up, Mang? Yeah, those are my thoughts. I think the first thing you should try is either maybe reducing the little altar boy layer or de-essing it or doing something, because if you listen to the vocals, you definitely will hear the lisp sound, and that is 100% caused by little altar boy or whatever you've used to tune it down an octave. But cool track. I dig it. Thank you for sending. All right, Coder B5, been waiting patiently. Let's see what he sent in. Something I made a couple of months ago. Should I continue or scrap? I don't think you should put that decision in the hands of strangers, but we will listen.
You lift me up when I'm down, and I like that. If I'm the lost, you the found, and I like that. We got our lows and our highs, and we fight, yeah. I don't like that. I'll be coming right back.
I think you should have like a bit of percussion or something come in here that gives us like a feeling of like an increase in pace, like a chick or something.
Right back. You lift me up when I'm down, and I like that.
Yeah, that was fun. Super cheerful. I agree with the messages that Rayhem sent. I think that when you went an octave down with the lead here, it just kind of turns into mud, like it's too low to really understand what's happening. So find a different way to add. I know you're probably just doing that to add variation, but I don't think moving down an octave is the move, because it just, like, we can't hear what the lead is doing anymore. Like, yeah, you can hear some of it, but a lot of it just kind of disappears into the mix. So figure out a different way of adding variation. It's super fun though. It sounds like, and maybe I feel like I might say this to you every time. I'm not sure. I can't remember, but it sounds like you would enjoy Starship Amazing, and maybe find some inspiration there. There's a track called, like, it's like the something Space Jam. What the fuck is it? Hold on. Nope, that's not what I want. Amazing Space Jam. Neon Bolt. Yeah. I don't know if this is going to come through. Let's find out. Yep. Like, that has the same feel to me. I think yours is better production, but if you check out their stuff, you'll probably find some inspiration there. And apologies if I've recommended that to you like 14 times already. I think it's super cool and put a smile on my face. And And I agree with Raham's notes, so take those into consideration and keep going with it. I think you should keep going with it, and that's my opinion, but you should make your own. Okay, let's move on. We got MJ. Shoyu. I love how Raham is committed to giving everybody a out of 10 score. So I think you're in the chord progression. I think the third chord, or it's more of like just like a bass progression because there's no real chords, but da da. The third one I think could be better. So that when it goes down a semitone, I think it would be better if it went to a different note. Like, oh God, how am I going to do this without a MIDI keyboard? Let's load up Serum maybe, because then I can just click in the note. I don't have Serum installed on this. All right, here we go. Yeah, okay, so you're going, but I think you should go. Like those feel like better notes to me. So F, what is that? G sharp, D sharp, C sharp. That's my suggestion. That third note just kind of feels a bit sour to me. Let's keep going. Kind of reminds me of like the original Doom soundtrack. There was like one level in Doom, like the first Doom. I can't remember which one it was, and it was a bit creepy. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah, honestly, I think if you change that third note down to this D sharp, it's just gonna sound a whole lot better. In terms of like the beat and stuff, you know, it's pretty textbook trap beat. I think it's cool. I think that's my main thought is just try doing F, G sharp, D sharp, C sharp. Or are you only doing 3? Yeah. Those, I think it needs more kicks. Yes, especially right here. Oh wait, where is it? Those are my thoughts. It has potential to be a cool trap beat, but I think you should definitely try moving that third note around. Cool. All right, Grim. And now, hey, we're back to where we were in the studio before the internet shit itself. Let's check out this Daisy remix again. I'll be right back.
Too much, he's too chatty. CEO, I'm savvy. Respect the bitch, I'm a maverick. Flexible, so elastic, but don't you dare bend the bitch backward. Fuck a princess, I'm a king. Bow down and kiss on my ring. Being a bitch is my pink. What the fuck
The existentia bass theft is where?
It's glacial with the blue eyes. I'm terrified. See what you like that. I'm right back. Fancies on your nightstand. Never forget. Awesome.
Really? I didn't notice that. Like the big, like, reverbed out one? I don't know. I'm not hearing it, but maybe I just don't know my songs enough.
I'm terrified. Make your man call me daddy. Pet the kitty. Go elastic, but don't you dare bend the bitch backward. Fuck a princess, I'm a king. Bow down and kiss on my ring. Being a bitch is my pink.
Oh, the... Yeah, okay. I think I know what you mean.
Cinderella, but I like the shoes. Big glass platforms, bitch, I'm choosy. Long blue hair, blue as a bruise. Only trust a fella for some light amusement. No prey, but ain't.
Honestly, I think it's pretty sick. I don't really have too many negative thoughts about this for what it is. I mean, it's like a top 40 remix, you know?
Fuck a princess, I'm a king. Bow down and kiss on my ring. It's gonna hurt, it'll sting. Spitting the blood in the sink. See what you like that. I'm right back. Fancies on your nightstand. Never forget. Awesome, never forget. Good eyes, I'm terrified.
I feel like this is like a hot reference, you know? Yeah, I mean, I don't really know. I don't think I have too many notes on this one. I think it's a cool remix. I like the Hey Musical Robo, what's up? I like the hot remix. I think it's a little nod. I dig it. Yeah, I mean, for the purpose of what this is doing, you know, like a top 40s remix for a DJ set, I think it's great. I don't have any real issues with it at all, to be honest. Yeah, those are my thoughts. Cool. Thanks, Graham. Thanks for sending. I think it's sick. All right, we're getting down there. Let's check out Ice Kayab or Ice Cab, heavy drop thing. Look at this fucking kick. Holy shit. All right, here we go. Oh my god. Okay, so I like the... Not well, that's a bit harsh. I like this part, but the stuff at the start of the bars, it just kind of sounds like noise to me. Like I'm not hearing a note. I mean, like it's pretty heavy. It's pretty heavy. And this section right here, it actually sounds pretty dope. But almost like the initial sounds of each bar right here, it's just like it's too white noisy. An industrial blender. Yeah, I think replacing that sounds with something else would be sick. I like... It's good. The side chaining sounds good. Like the production is pretty good here, but the first parts are just too noisy, harsh, don't really convey any sort of musical... It's just like, wow. So try to come up with the better initial sound, and then and then that I think will make the whole thing much better. This is a short track. Those are my short thoughts. All right, we're moving on. We got F Circle. What the hell? Oh my god.
Brother, how you doing? Hold on, man, hold on. I know, man, you worked a long time. Oh, man, no, man. What the hell? Oh, my God, no way. Brother. Hell, oh, my God, no way. How you doing? What the hell? Oh, my God, no way. Brother. Hell, oh, my God, no way. How you doing? Hold on, man, hold on. I know, man, you worked a long time. Oh, man, no, man. Talking about. No, man, hold on, brother.
All right, this is fucking dope. This got me going. The one thing that I would say about it is that the whole thing feels like a big solo. I need something to anchor myself in, like a riff, a section that's a little bit more simple, that has a bit more structured to it, because the whole thing is just like like there's just like all kinds of shit happening all the time, and that's cool. But it would be more cool if that led up to like almost, I don't know, a chorus or like a drop section per se, that really got into some sort of specific groove with a riff that was simplified a bit. And then you could get away with like all the craziness that's happening.
Oh, my God, no way. Brother.
You know what I mean? Like, it's so busy all the time, and I don't necessarily have a problem with that, as long as at some point it drops to something a bit more simple for me to really sink my teeth into. And that way I can appreciate the busyness and the complexity and the crazy sassiness of the vocals and the saxophone shit. Like, all of that stuff is dope, but I really think that having a more structured section to tie it together and give it almost like an anchor or something to be like, okay, now we're in this section where it's like a little bit more simple. That would add a nice contrast. But overall, this thing fucking got me moving. Like there, hold on, brother. And then if it went to like a real powerful, simplified riff, hook, something like that, I think that would be fucking amazing. This is super fun though. It reminds me of like Reggie Watts a little bit. Anyway, those are my thoughts. I think it's sick. I think you should definitely take that into consideration. Simplifying it at some point so that we can enjoy the craziness of it in those other parts. Cool. Let's move on. We are getting towards the end. We got a couple more left. Let's check out Fehu. Oh God, here we go. Tahanan cover. No time for music production, so we singing again. Oh, no time for music production, so we singing again.
Sa'yo lang ako uuwi. Kaya naman dito ka sa piling ko. Oh, dito ka lang, dito ka lang.
So this is fucking sick. I love this. I don't love this. The top end of the vocals are getting all fucked because it's like a low quality MP3. But it's a really nice acapella. And I think it would sound really good if it wasn't for the top end getting all MP3ized due to that low bitrate sound. I knew as soon as I heard it. You can hear that top. I kind of agree with Raham too. I think this should just be a straight up acapella and then maybe use it in a track or something. But it's sick. I mean, it's a sick acapella. I think you could definitely do some shit with it. It's very the choir sound is dope. The harmony layers, all that shit is really good. Next time, send it as a higher quality version, please, so I can enjoy the full spectrum. All right, Dobie, Illusion Dream. Okay, so lovely intro. Nothing bad to say about that. When it gets here, I think the bass is kind of rushing the movements to the next chord. Like this. If you just isolated this, oh, fucking hell, hold on. If you isolate this right here, I could not, and you just listen to that, I could not tell you what chord that's supposed to be. I feel like the chords are doing their thing, and then the sub bass 808 thing is just being a little too creative. Like it's kind of going to, it's moving along to some notes that I'm not sure it should go to. Yeah, I go back here for a sec. Okay, so you kind of have like this Reese thing. I honestly would base your 808 over whatever notes and progression that is doing, and then add in your cool little zippity zaps and whatever. You can variate it a bit, but I really like what this Reese thing is doing. And then when this 808 comes in, it just kind of moves around in ways that I don't think complements the chords. Yeah, that I really feel strongly that the 808 is like not playing nicely with the chords. It's not jiving. What's up, Kono? I'm sorry, I only do stuff over Discord. That's just the way I do. Yeah, like the bass in this section, it complements the chords really nice, and it kind of recontextualizes that like repeating ambient piece very nicely. So I think if you based your 808 progression around whatever the Reese bass sound is doing in this section, I think that's the move. Like, I get what it's doing, but it's too complicated. Like there's too many notes that are not playing nicely. Thunderbird male chat. Yes, I've used Thunderbird for many years now. This is a super nice and beautiful track, but I just think that the 808 is kind of ruining these sections with the notes that it's playing. And those are my thoughts. I hope that helps. Real Hotmails use Hotmail. That is a funny joke that I haven't heard in a while. Oh, that's nice. I like when it goes da, it like resolves. I can't believe you use Gmail. Oh shit, wait, hold on. Yeah, it's so like the non-drop sections, if you call it that, like these quieter sections are so beautiful. Like everything musically sounds great, but then when the 808 comes in, it just ruins it for me. So I hope that helps. Thank you for sending. It's a truly beautiful song, and I hope that maybe you try moving the 808 around. The 808 stinks of piss. All right, we're on to our last track for today. Let's have a listen. We got Adexy, Yakuza. Okay, I'm gonna stop it here for a sec. So drop is sick. I like it. The main dialogue, movie sample, vocal thing is just kind of I can't understand what he's saying. It's just in there kind of as noise. In terms of like the musical aspect, I feel like if you're going to do kind of a pedal tone or like a tonic or like a one note drop, then I feel like the inch or the breakdowns and the build-ups and stuff, you should try to sneak a little bit more harmonic content in there, some chords or something. It kind of is doing chords, but not really chords. It's more kind of just doing notes. I don't know. To me, it just felt kind of stale by the time it got here. Like I had already heard a lot of that note. Anyway, let's keep going. Yeah, I think maybe it's also the dynamics. Like Raham said, the intro is just as loud as the drop. Yeah, I kind of felt like when the drop hit, it didn't impact me as hard because I felt like I was kind of already in the drop by the time it happened. So if you could dial back like the non-drop sections, both in volume and maybe intensity overall, that might help.
期間とかって
Oh, let's back up.
それが全く封じられていて、顔面暴力を犯した人はいないわけで、いたらなんとなくこの空気感とかっていうのがあるんですけど、ないし、本番までこう。正直もう戸惑いだらけです。
Well, that was weird. I liked it. Yeah, I think overall the drops are super heavy, but they kind of don't feel as heavy as they should because the parts in between the drops are also very intense. So dialing back the intensity between the drops will let those heavy drops hit way harder. Because if the drops are extremely loud and aggressive, and the breakdown sections are still extremely loud and aggressive, then nothing is really extremely loud and aggressive. We need some contrast. Besides that, very cool track. The drops were definitely the best part. The dialogue was inaudible, and I couldn't understand anything they were saying. So make of that what you will. All right, and that brings us to the end of our 53rd episode of the stream. Thank you, everybody that has stuck around to the end. This was kind of a weird one because I had to go home because my internet sucked, but I appreciate you hanging out with me, and I love you. And you're going to see behind the scenes how I stop the stream. Isn't that exciting? Anyway, have a good weekend. I love you, and I will see you